Welcome to another MP4Nation.net play and review. Today we have the new Onda VX767L. It's the latest variation of Onda's VX767 player. This one is the biggest variant because it uses it uses a different chipset. It uses the Rockchip RK2706 chipset. The older VX767 used the Ingenic JZ4732? 40 chipset, I can't remember at this time. Anyway, here's the player itself. Let me just show you what accessories you get with this player. Comes with your Onda earphones, which ones are these? Yeah, EP50s, your silicone case, your English language manual, CD, cleaning cloth for the screen. And here's your 5-pin USB cable. It also comes with a wall charger also, which I don't have around here, but yeah, it does come with a wall charger, for any of those wondering. Just show you this player. Here's the player itself. Again, there's nothing, the design is exactly the same as the VX767. There's absolutely nothing different about it. It does have a very nice 4.3-inch TFT screen. Has a nice body design. You have your dual earphone ports. One of them does act as your TV out port also. Your microphone's hole. Back here you have your two speakers, which is also different. The VX767 only had one. This has dual speakers. This has 8 GB of internal memory, but we actually only sell the 16 GB version. This is actually a sample unit I got, which had 8 GB of memory. Here's your 5-pin USB slot, your reset hole, and your power adapter slot over here. It also has, where is it? Okay. Up here you have your micro, I can get this out. Anyway, up here, your micro SD slot where you can add up to an additional 32 GB of memory. Your volume buttons and your next previous buttons are up here. Let's turn this player on. There you go. Again, this player is very similar to that of the VX767, except it runs on the Rockchip RK2706 chipset. It does have a little bit, flashier UI, as you can see. I guess you might want to call it more up to date. Start with the music feature. Unfortunately, it does have a flasher, but it also looks a little bit cruder. Just go down. It does do ID3 sorting. It does play MP3, WMA, FLAC, APE, OGG format, OGG. And the dual speakers are pretty loud on this. Oops, I hit next instead of volume. As you see, the speakers are pretty loud. I'm not really sure what 3D select is. It's a new type of EQ I've seen. You can cause, different. It's not very good, and I wouldn't really recommend it. Not exactly sure why they have it, but it's there. And you have your play modes like your shuffle, all that good stuff. Your EQ, different preset EQs. Nothing out of the ordinary over there. So let's stop this music. Go out. Again, it's not exactly made for your it isn't exactly made for your music player, as it were. It's basically a video player. So, and it does play AVI, RMVB, FLV, VOB, DAT, MP4. I didn't say RMVB, right? Yeah. 3GP formats. Has good viewing angles. I think the VX767 does have a better screen than the VX767L. It's easy to fast forward. And it does have TV out and FM transmitter built into this also. There you go. Really, I mean, this player is mostly a video player. I wouldn't really, I guess you could use it for pictures too, but I really wouldn't recommend it for your ebook or even your audio player, unless you want to just listen to audio in shuffle mode, I guess. And here you have, it does thumbnail your images. Rotate there. It's quite vibrant, the screen, warm colors, as it were. No complaints really with the screen, just I think the VX767 I think had a nicer looking one. Scroll through, there you go, your ebook reader. It does have your radio, but you have to have your earphones plugged in for it to really work. Your voice recorder, your games, which basically a really, really ugly version of Tetris. Your file manager, your toolbox where you can change your settings. A little bit more colorful backgrounds. And you can change your, it does have different languages also. This was the sample version. See, there's your FM transmitter settings and stuff. Just want to check, I can't remember if this had multiple language support or not. Yes, it did. Alright. It did have right away from, I couldn't remember if the sample only had limited language support or if it had multiple. But this does have multiple language support, as you can see. Anyway, sorry if I'm not sounding too enthusiastic about the player. It's not that I find the player boring, it's just that, well, I've done a review on the VX767 and this isn't very different from it. It's you know, they're just basically using the newer Rockchip RK2706 chipset. I won't say newer, the more popular. Anyways, again here, nice viewing angle. Really looks nice on the screen. It's a good video player, just like the VX767 was. One thing about the Rockchip is it does have better audio quality, so the audio on this actually sounds a little better than from the original VX767 version. Another big difference is this has 16 GB of internal memory, whereas the VX767 only had 8 GB of internal memory. And for the 16 GB, it's actually quite well priced. You can get this for about $105 US for the 16 GB off MP4nation.net. Anyway, here's a VX767. I would highly recommend it for its video playback properties. Not so highly recommended for its music properties because of the layout of the music player, but the audio quality on this is quite nice. The screen quality also is very nice. But if you're looking for a better screen player similar to this, check out the original VX767. Anyway, head on over to mp4nation.net to check this player out, or head on over to our forums to discuss this. Thank you.